have you come from? And we heard that you won gold for the Asian Games qualifiers. So where have you come from, and tell us something about your journey?
So I've just landed from Bombay. This was the Asian Games trials. This was the last round of qualifications for me, and I won gold at the event. It was a very good experience, very good sailing experience for me. I've learned a lot through this one. In particular, this one was, I think, the toughest I've sailed. We were sailing in about, some of the races were held in more than 20 knots. And that was the first time I foiled in that kind of condition. So it was very challenging for me. But I'm glad to have won.
So you'll be participating in the Asian Games now. When is the Asian Games, and where is it going to be held?
So the Asian Games are held in China. It's been postponed actually. So this is why we had the trial rounds again. So it's been held in China in September.
I believe you'll be the first Indian to be going in the field of windsurfing for the second round, right?
For the second time, yes. The second time at the Asian Games, and I'm looking forward to it.
So you're the only Indian at this moment?
No, there are a lot of other Indians as well. But in windsurfing, I am the only Indian to have done this for the second time.
What was the experience there?
My experience was good. We had very tough conditions this time in Bombay. The place where they conducted the races was not the best in terms of a lot of garbage in the water and some unfortunate incidents. But my journey, as you know, the Asian Games was supposed to be held last year, but due to the pandemic, it got postponed to this year. So the previous trials that were conducted for the Asian Games in 2022, I had already won. And unfortunately, when it got postponed, the trials had to be taken all over again. And the first one of which I missed due to contracting dengue just 2 days prior to the first event. And unfortunately, with just 3 months, with them conducting the second round of trials in just 3 months, I didn't have enough time to recover and unfortunately prepare myself for the last 2 trials which were held just a week apart.
So any help you get from the government?
Sorry?
Any help you get from the government?
Well, unlike Katya, unfortunately, I have received a grant from the government, which is an Excellence of Sports scheme, which was the only grant that we've got so far from the government.
You've been their coach, you've been a father.
Yeah.
You are their coach, he's won gold, he's won silver.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to them? How do you feel today? As a family, as a coach?
See, at one time I'm happy, and of course at the second time also I'm a little bit disappointed, because in the earlier selection trials, both of them they have won, and especially him in the RSX class, it was most, toughest class in Olympics. So he have won the selection trials earlier. Since that RSX class has been dissolved, and for the coming Olympics, the IT foil has been replaced. So our vision are always on a higher. We always target for the Asian Games and Olympics, because whatever I have done, it is from the grassroots level. And whatever I want to achieve, it's not for myself, but I want to achieve for my state and for my country.
So why windsurfing? The entire family excelled in the field.
See, basically I was a windsurfer for myself.
Okay.
And as they have seen me sailing, and I have represented India in 2004 in Italy, and where I have seen the young generation, 4 years old, 5 years old, with a small sail, where I picked up one of the sail from there, and I came back, and I taught him when he was at the age of 7, and not only that, and I saw him sailing, and I said, okay, I want to, promote this sport, to, deliver to other young Goans, because we have got such a beautiful coastline. There are many people from the fishermen community which we are looking out for, because they are the guys with talent. They know about the weather, they know about the condition. So in 2009 I have set up an academy. From there I have taken the journey, and I said, okay, one day I will make it. But today I am a little bit disappointed also at one time. Of course, government has supported. I'm not saying that, he was the first guy to get sports in excellence. by the blessing of Mohan Padrekar, who is no more, you know, because I remember Michael Lobo, who have taken me to Mohan Padrekar, and he has promised us that, like, you know, he will come out with a scheme, because there was no scheme. Unfortunately, he have delivered, but today is no, you know, he's not here.
This is a very